welcome to my kitchen again. Today I'll be making Spanakopitas. The traditional recipe is a vegetarian recipe, but I'll be adding bacon in mine. It's a family favourite. You can have it at picnics, you can have it cold, you can have it hot. It's one of those dishes that the kids love. Anyway, what you'll need is 1 kilo of ricotta cheese. You can buy it in 500 grams, you can buy smooth, you can buy it like this, or you can buy it in the 250 gram. But I find this is cheaper, better value. You'll need a box of filo pastry, or packet of filo pastry. You'll need 1 leek chopped up in little pieces. You'll need 4 cups of spinach and 1 cup of rocket. Now the reason why I use rocket, it has a peppery taste and it's really nice. It adds a bit of flavour to it. And that is just basically washed and chopped up. There's your spinach before it's chopped up and your rocket. You'll need 1 clove of garlic, a 1/2 cup of melted butter, 400 grams of feta, 4 rations of bacon chopped up in little pieces, 1 egg, some sesame seeds to garnish at the end, nutmeg, preferably fresh nutmeg, a little bit of oil to fry, and salt and pepper to taste. Now let's get started. Okay, so what we're going to do first is fry the leek in a little bit of oil. Don't be afraid to use the oil. Oil's good. Besides, we want to sweat this down. So we'll get that up. Okay, so what we're going to do is get this to fry and sweat down. So this takes about 5 minutes. So what you can do is just keep your eye on it, make sure it doesn't burn, cover it with the lid and just give it about 5 minutes to sweat down. The leek has been cooking for about 5 minutes and it's sweated down. So at this stage we add our garlic. And our bacon. And just have it on a medium heat and let it sweat down and cook together. This should only take a few moments. We'll let that cook for another 5 minutes. Just let it sweat down again and we'll come back and have a look at it in 5 minutes. Hi, it's been cooking for about 2 minutes. I think that's enough. I don't think you need to cook it for 5. It's cooked down quite a lot. At this stage, we add our spinach. Fold it through and let it sweat down. This won't take long. It'll only take a minute or so. So let that happen. Push it in the middle. That'll just take a minute to sweat down. Okay, it's sweated down a fair bit. The spinach is shrunk and mixed through really nicely. And at this stage, it's done. We turn it off, let that cool for about 10 minutes and then we'll do the rest. Okay, now that it's cooked and it's cooled down a little, we pour this mixture into a large bowl. Next to that we're going to add our ricotta. break that up. Start mixing it through. Just break that ricotta up. Make sure that you've broken it down to little pieces, and then you can mix it through. To add our feta cheese. I love this. It's got its own little resting rack, which allows you to drain off the excess water. Now we won't be using all of that, probably half. There's already saltiness in it from the bacon, so probably that much. So you won't be needing any more salt, and we'll give that a stir. Okay, once you've got it all mixed, we then add some nutmeg. I prefer to use the fresh nutmeg and grate it myself. So just about a teaspoon. And also to that we'll be adding our egg. This will help bind it together. And then just stir that through. If I had rubber gloves, I would do it by hand, but they've sold out of rubber gloves due to the coronavirus. So I'm going to have to use my wooden spoon, getting a bit of a workout. And now it should look like this. And last but not least, salt and pepper. Make sure you get a nice bit of salt and pepper in it. And just a little bit of salt because you've got feta cheese and you've got bacon. So just a little bit. And give that a really good stir. Okay. Now we're ready to assemble. At this stage, turn your oven on at 180 degrees. Preheat it, and we'll cook these for about 40 minutes. But this is what we do. I keep a damp tea towel over the top to stop the sheets from sticking. So we get one sheet at a time. And then I get my butter. It's a little bit messy, but it's worth it. About a tablespoon, and make a little line at one corner and then work your way across the sheet. Perhaps a bit more. Leave a little bit of room at the ends so that we can put it together. You'll see what I mean. So we start at one end and we roll it over. Roll it, roll it. And get yourself an oven bake tray. Lightly butter the bottom of the pan. Place it in the middle and then rope it around to create one little snail. Now we're going to repeat this process until we fill up the whole pan. Okay, I've made this many. Now what you need to do is just baste them with the remainder of the butter. Just give them a little coating. If you have any remaining mixture left over, you can freeze it. It will stay in the freezer for 3 months. So you can just take it out as you need it and just make a new lot. If you've used salted butter, don't add any extra salt because the feta's salty enough, the bacon's salty enough. So yeah, you don't need to use extra salt. And then just give it a little light sprinkling of sesame seeds. Cover each one. Just gives it a nice little nutty flavour. Okay, and that's what you'll end up with. And then we pop it in the oven at 180 for 40 minutes, or until nice and golden brown. And they'll swell up, so I'll show you once they've cooked just how beautiful they come. Okay, we've taken them out of the oven. We have to wait about 5 minutes to cool down, but it's still sizzling. And then I'll take one out and show you what it looks like inside. Look how beautiful it is. It's all cooked underneath. And the verdict, seriously, is yum. Right, if you like that recipe and more, please subscribe and smash that like button and drop me a line and let me know what you think. Thank you.